7 years after going public with my A-list girlfriend. The entire internet was counting down, waiting for me to wish Laura a happy birthday. Midnight came and went. My ex account was still silent. People online were getting anxious, and my comments section was a mess. Did Jake and Laura actually break up? This is premium grade drama. Why would he post for 7 years straight and then just stop this year? The whole internet turned on me, saying I didn't deserve Laura, who had risked everything to announce our relationship back when she was at the peak of her fame. Meanwhile, Laura was busy comforting her friend Ethan. It went on like this until a student studying abroad posted a video of us she'd taken 7 years ago. In the video, a younger me walks down a street in a foreign city with a blue balloon tied to my back. A bright, vibrant young Laura makes a wish. I hope Jake and I can be together forever. The vlogger tagged Laura. 7 years are up. Did your wish come true? Laura's birthday was approaching. My agent, Ben, told me that everyone online was speculating about whether I'd publicly celebrate her birthday. I'd been so busy filming on set these days that I hadn't even logged on to X. Just from this discussion alone, Laura's and my names had been trending for 2 days straight. The hype was relentless. Anyone who didn't know better would think we'd had some massive scandal. Even some of our friends in the industry started sliding into my DMs to see what was up. The rumors online seemed so real. Jake, are you heartbroken? Did you and Laura really break up? How come we haven't seen you post about Laura lately? And you're booking back-to-back projects? Is it true? Some were just here for the drama. Some were sad. And some were snooping around trying to figure out our relationship status. Ben stared at the online chatter, frowning as he asked me, should we respond? I looked at the script in front of me and sighed in resignation. Forget it. Let them talk. This whole online circus has lost sight of what a birthday is even about. I glanced at Laura's profile picture on my phone. Our last text conversation was from 3 months ago. It was a message from her. Let's both take some time to cool off. I just didn't expect that cooling off would last for 3 months. Today is Laura's 33rd birthday, and she just updated her social feed. Laura was at a local water festival. She posted a video of herself releasing a sky lantern with writing on it. May the future be filled with freedom and love. In an unnoticed corner of the video, I saw a young man following behind her, and his voice could be heard. Laura, this is so beautiful. Thanks for bringing me somewhere so amazing. I recognized the man in the video. It was Ethan, Laura's closest male friend. Back when Laura introduced me to her circle of friends, Ethan had been sulking in a corner by himself. He downed several drinks alone, to the point where even his friends couldn't watch anymore. As an outsider, it was obvious. I could feel the jealousy and resentment in the way he looked at me, but he forced himself to play along, even initiating a greeting. Hi, I'm Ethan, Laura's friend. We've known each other for 20 years. Ethan's passive-aggressive tone had a hint of staking a claim. I was a bit taken aback. The man in front of me actually bore a slight resemblance to me. I knew what Ethan was trying to say. He had known Laura longer than I had. They shared a long history, and I was just the new guy. The crowd teased Ethan. If you had made a move sooner, maybe you'd be the one Laura's introducing right now. I just stood there, feeling incredibly awkward. Laura squeezed my hand, telling me not to be nervous. Don't talk nonsense, guys. It took a lot of work for me to finally get Jake. That day, Ethan quietly whispered to me, "You're just my substitute. You really think Laura likes you?" I couldn't help but clench my fists. Laura pulled me forward, smiling as she introduced me to her friends. "This is your future brother-in-law, Jake." 3 months ago, Laura and I had a massive fight. It started because of Ethan. He had just returned to the country and threw a party. As soon as Laura got the news, she started acting strange. In the private room, someone asked Ethan, "You've been abroad for so long. Are you leaving again this time?" Ethan waved his hand dismissively, but his eyes were on Laura. "I'm not leaving again." Laura's hand paused for a fraction of a second, a tiny detail I didn't miss. Our friends started to cheer and egg them on. "Ethan's back for good. What about you two, Laura? You've been together for 7 years. When are you getting married?" Laura stayed silent, sipping her wine over and over. In recent years, Laura's career had hit a wall. With no new film or TV projects, her standing in the industry was a shadow of what it once was. Her only real asset was her fame, but even that was fading. Laura's fans still often blamed me, saying her career went downhill because she started dating me. They called me a jinx, a bad omen for her career. After a long pause, Laura slowly uttered 2 words. "We'll see." The group turned the topic to me and Ethan jumped in. "Don't tell me it's Jake who doesn't want to get married. The internet says you're in the prime of your career and don't want to settle down. Some people are even saying you've grown cold now that Laura's career isn't what it used to be. The paparazzi haven't caught you two together in ages." I instinctively shot back, "We just want to be low-key. We don't want to be on the front page every other day." I had heard the saying online, couples who date for too long often don't get married, especially around the 7-year mark. It's either get married or break up. It was time for Laura and me to make a choice. When we got back to our apartment building that night, I took Laura's hand and told her what was on my mind. "Laura, why don't we just get engaged? If we settle it, we can both have some peace of mind." Laura froze, probably not expecting me to bring up marriage. She pulled her hand away, went upstairs to the balcony alone, and lit a slender cigarette. Getting married now would be like cutting off all my options. How would I survive in the industry after that? I thought Laura never cared about such empty fame and fortune. After all, she had announced our relationship against her agency's wishes. My eyes turned red as I asked her, "Laura, we've been together for 7 years. I'm 30 years old. Are we supposed to just keep dating like this forever? How many 7 years do we get to wait in a lifetime?" Laura's tone was weary, tinged with annoyance. It's bad enough getting pressured about marriage when we're out, but now I have to come home to it every day. It's so frustrating. "Jake, can you please not be like them? Stop pushing me. This is so suffocating. You're not the person I fell in love with. Maybe we shouldn't be together anymore." Pushing her? Was that what I was doing? But it was Laura who used to tell me she wanted to get married after she turned 30 and have a home of our own. I laughed. "Laura, it's not me who's changed. It's you." I glanced out the window and saw Ethan waiting downstairs. "You're hesitating. Is it because of Ethan?" The last thing Laura said as she walked out with her suitcase was, "Let's both take some time to cool off." During the time Laura was gone, I read a ton of scripts and scheduled back-to-back projects, keeping my calendar packed. Fans who were closely watching our relationship constantly speculated about our status. Some suspected that when a male celebrity dives headfirst into work like this, it usually means there's trouble in his love life. The drama watchers online tore into me. Laura announced their relationship without a second thought. And now that it's time to settle down, Jake's fans are saying he needs to focus on his career instead of getting married. Whatever. Let's all just wish Laura a happy birthday. Great, maybe next year she can have a peaceful birthday. Calling it now. Breakup. Set Laura free. This is probably because Jake's career is taking off, and he thinks Laura isn't good enough for him anymore. There were so many theories about our relationship online, and a huge wave of people started attacking me. I tried to avoid it, but it was impossible. Then I saw Laura's latest tell-all interview. The host asked her, "You've stepped back from the screen in recent years, and your popularity has declined. Do you have any regrets?" Laura thought for a long time. "Maybe I regret announcing our relationship a little. We've hit a plateau, and being stuck in this limbo is just pointless. Whenever I see old videos of my fans cheering for me, I wish I could go back to that fiery, confident age. But you can't go back." Laura's fans were ecstatic when they heard that. The host continued, "If you could go back 7 years, would you make the same choice?" Laura answered without hesitation, "There are no ifs." Then the host got to the question everyone was dying to hear. "The other day, paparazzi photographed you having dinner with a man. Some noticed that he has a strong brow and eyes that look strikingly similar to Jake's. But it wasn't him. Do you have any comment on that?" I was terrified of what she might say and instinctively hit pause. Laura didn't try to dodge the question and answered the host directly. "That's a friend I grew up with. He's not in our industry. I hope the media and reporters who took the pictures can help protect his privacy." I'm begging you." Laura never begged anyone for anything. When she ran into paparazzi, she was always confrontational, direct, and fearless. This was the first time I had ever seen her bow her head to the media, just to protect Ethan. Seeing that, a sharp pain shot through my heart. After that interview came out, everyone online guessed we were probably done. On Laura's birthday, X was buzzing like never before. Everyone was waiting to see if I would post. The internet was filled with speculation, and the entertainment news was all about us. Will Laura and Jake just post their marriage certificate this year? If they really post a marriage certificate, you'll all have to shut up. But midnight passed, and my X account remained silent. My profile views, however, were skyrocketing to the point that the page was starting to lag. The moment I saw Laura's post on her feed, I knew there would be no birthday post from me this year. Some paparazzi seized the opportunity to post a video of Laura drunk from a while back to cash in on the hype. A middle-aged woman facing a career slump and a breakup, she looked truly pathetic. On the other hand, there I was, diligently filming on set. All the behind-the-scenes photos of me on X showed me looking calm and unfazed, as if nothing was wrong. Two completely different worlds. Laura's fans re-emerged from the woodwork to demand justice for their idol. She announced her relationship with Jake at the peak of her career. She was blind. It wasn't worth it. She gave an A-lister's best 7 years to him. They're gone now. How many 7 years does a person get? Laura's fans all felt it was a raw deal for her and launched a crusade against me. Just like when we first went public 7 years ago, my social media was under siege again. My own fans hoped I'd break up with her and focus on my career. Because of the relationship, my ranking among rising male stars had already dropped. I had the looks, I had the acting chops. My fans felt I was getting the short end of the stick, too. In the 7 years with Laura, we were met with opposition from the very beginning. Everyone, from strangers online to people we knew, said we weren't a good match. We somehow survived 7 years in that storm of public opinion. It was only in the last couple of years that we started hearing fans wishing us well. Even at events, fans would occasionally come up to us with their blessings, hoping Laura and I would get married soon. The harsh reality is, just when we finally earned people's approval, we couldn't go on anymore. In the 7 years I was with Laura, I was always trying to prove that a relationship and an acting career weren't mutually exclusive. Then my new drama with Chloe aired. The internet went wild shipping me and Chloe, even giving us the ship name Chlake. Under every viral promo clip for the show, the comments were all the same. Laura's great and all, but Chloe is just so damn hot. Honestly, this is the first time I've seen a female co-star have such insane chemistry with Jake. I'll handle things with Laura, you guys just get Jake and Chloe together. Can Laura just break up with Jake for like 2 days? So he and Chloe can have a shot. Team Chlake all the way. While the show was airing, every time I opened my video feed, the algorithm would push clips of me and Chloe being shipped together. It was hard for Laura to see, so she went out drinking with her friends. That was the time the paparazzi caught her looking miserable. That night, Ethan dropped Laura off at our building. When he saw me, he said rudely, "Laura never used to drink much. Ever since she got with you, she's been drinking more and more." Back home, Laura blew up at me, which was rare. Do you know what people are saying about me online? They're saying my popularity has tanked, that I don't deserve you, and that we should break up. Right before this, Laura had been rejected for a movie role. Her spirits were already low. As she spoke, her eyes welled up. "Jake, have you started looking down on me, too? Why do I feel so insecure lately? I can't feel your love anymore." I showed Laura my call sheet. "Don't be ridiculous. I'm swamped every day. After filming, I have to memorize lines and work on my craft. I text you every chance I get." Laura wasn't satisfied with my answer, fixated on what people were saying online. "Do you have feelings for that Chloe girl?" I saw the comments. "Everyone says you two are a perfect match and that I should get out of the way. In your variety show appearances and interviews, you can't even look each other in the eye. Every glance is hiding so much affection. Are you in love with someone else?" Laura laughed to herself. "The crazy thing is, even I, his actual girlfriend, think you two look great together." After a long silence, Laura finally said it. Jake, let's break up. My eyes instantly turned red. Why? Seeing my tear-filled eyes, Laura didn't come over to comfort me like she used to. Don't you feel like we're on completely different wavelengths right now? I just can't find that feeling of being in love anymore. And it's making me miserable. I feel trapped every day. I'm tired, Jake. Let's just stop dragging this out. Laura finished speaking and went to the bedroom to pack her things. While she was in the bathroom, I saw her phone screen light up with a message. Laura, did you break up with Jake? If you don't make a choice, I'm flying out of the country tomorrow and never coming back. It was from Ethan. He was waiting for her answer. At the same time, I suddenly got a message from my agent. The dating documentary you and Laura filmed in Tokyo 7 years ago is trending. As Laura walked out the door, I chased her downstairs. Ethan was standing by his car, his eyes red as if he'd just been crying. Laura, I knew you couldn't bear to let me go. Laura had been in such a rush to leave that she forgot her car keys and went back upstairs to get them. All the emotions I'd been holding back finally erupted. I stepped forward, my voice ice cold as I spoke to Ethan. I let things slide before out of respect for your friendship with Laura. But what is wrong with you? Do you get off on trying to steal other people's partners? Ethan dropped the vulnerable act. He didn't even bother pretending anymore and laid his cards on the table. What do you mean, steal? I told you before you just look a little like me. Did you really think you were her one true love? Let me tell you the truth. Before she met you, I used to sleep over at her place. We drank together, we did a lot of intimate things together. We weren't an official couple, but we did everything a couple would. The only reason Laura got with you is because I went to study abroad, and you look enough like me to fill the void. I know what you're wondering. Wasn't she afraid announcing her relationship with you would tank her career? That's because you have no idea how loaded her family is. Even if she quit entertainment, she'd be living a fabulous life. Our families have been friends for generations. Why else do you think you've waited 7 years and never gotten a proposal? Want to hear more? I'm afraid you can't handle it. Ethan was deliberately trying to provoke me. The flood of information overwhelmed me. I roared, "Shut up! I don't believe you." My outburst seemed to startle Ethan, but he quickly recovered with a cold smirk. Don't believe me? Just watch how Laura reacts when she comes down. Laura, who had just come downstairs with her keys, saw the scene and yelled, "Jake, what are you doing?" She rushed in front of me and shoved me hard, shielding Ethan behind her. Don't you go too far. You're bullying Ethan while I'm not here. I didn't expect Laura to push me so forcefully. Caught off guard, I stumbled back a few steps and fell hard onto the ground. Ethan immediately hid behind Laura, feigning a look of hurt. Laura, I didn't say anything. He just came at me and started yelling. Laura protectively shielded Ethan, her eyes filled with urgent concern. Are you okay? Don't be scared. But Laura seemed to have forgotten. We were supposed to officially adopt the child next week. I hadn't had a chance to tell her yet. The social worker said everything was finalized. We had worked so hard for the past 6 months to pass the adoption screening, going through so much. Just then, my phone rang. It was the social worker from the adoption agency. On the other end, her voice was full of regret. Because of the video of us fighting on the street and the impending negative press, they felt we couldn't provide a stable environment for a child. The board had just met and decided to revoke our adoption eligibility. My last shred of hope for Laura was gone. My eyes filled with hatred. Laura, you're going to regret this. I clicked on the trending topic. A 21-year-old Jake and a 26-year-old Laura appeared on the screen. In the video, I still had the innocent face of a young man. Seeing the camera filming us, I shyly hid behind Laura. In the video, a big blue balloon was tied to my back. Laura had said I had no sense of direction, and this way, if we got separated while exploring, she could easily find me. That must have been what caught the attention of a student studying abroad. Back when vlogging wasn't a big thing, this young woman suddenly came up to me with a camera. Hi, I'm Sky, a student studying abroad and a videographer. I'm documenting the people and sights I encounter here. Your blue balloon caught my eye today. Is there a special love story behind it? Would you and your girlfriend be willing to do a random street interview for me? When Laura turned around, Sky froze, too excited to speak. The student glanced at a nearby billboard, quickly recognized Laura, and covered her mouth to keep from screaming. Seeing me next to her, she put two and two together, and her eyes widened. After she composed herself, the student looked at Laura, a bit flustered. You're that Lau. Just as she was about to say her name, Laura put a finger to her lips in a should gesture and nodded. Sky's face fell, thinking she was about to be rejected. I can't believe I ran into a celebrity today. My luck is insane. I don't suppose I still have a chance to film you guys? She politely lowered her camera, asking for our permission first. Laura smiled at her, not wanting to spoil the girls' fun. It's okay. We're happy to be captured by your lens. It must be fate that we met. But we haven't gone public with our relationship yet. Can you keep this a secret for us? Please don't post this video yet. The girl smiled and nodded enthusiastically. Of course. Sky, now buzzing with excitement again, got back into filming mode, pointing the camera at Laura. Is this your first time traveling abroad? Laura smiled at the camera. No, but it's my first time traveling with my boyfriend. As soon as she said it, Laura's eyes fell on me, and she introduced me with a big, sweet gesture. Tada, this is my boyfriend, Jake. I smiled and waved at the camera. Hey everyone, Sky began her interview. Wow, congratulations, you two. Is there anything you'd like to say to your future selves, 7 years from now? Laura squeezed my hand tightly, her youthful face bright and confident. I hope that in 7 years, Jake and I are married. We'll have a huge wedding, a little home, and 2 cute kids. I hope Jake will always be by my side, and we'll take on the world together, leveling up as we go. When the camera turned to me, I was busy eating an ice cream cone. I hope Laura loves me more and more, I said, then paused, my expression turning serious. Laura, if you ever dare betray me, I'll never speak to you again. Got it? Laura pleaded from the side. I wouldn't dare, my prince. If I ever betrayed you, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself, let alone you. Our hands were clasped tightly, and Sky even got a big close-up shot. Sky looked at us. Are you each other's first love? Laura paused for a moment, then looked at me and we nodded in sync. Of course, this is my first time being someone's girlfriend, and Jake swept me off my feet. I playfully nudged her, teasing, what do you mean swept you off your feet? You pursued me first, remember? Realizing we were being interviewed, I quickly got back on topic. Actually, this is my first relationship, too. Sky instinctively replied, so sweet. So what's the story behind the blue balloon on your back? Laura jumped in. Don't let his smart-looking face fool you, he's terrible with directions. He got lost once and scared me to death. After that, I decided to tie this blue balloon to him so I can spot him in a crowd. Getting called out like that, I grumbled, I'm not terrible with directions, I just have a bad sense of direction. Laura quickly conceded, okay, it's all my fault. In the beginning of our love, Laura showered me with affection. Later, when we went to Universal Studios, Sky even documented our entire day-long date. As we were leaving, Sky asked us expectantly, so, when can I post this video? Laura thought for a moment, then put her arm around my shoulder. Let's say 7 years from now. We can look back then and see if our wishes came true. Now, our breakup was a massive story online. The world's focus was entirely on my relationship with Laura. We were trending every other day with many predicting our split. And right on cue, the 7-year promise was up. The student vlogger saw the online rumors, decided to set the record straight for the trolls, and posted the video she had filmed for us back then. 7 years ago, in the summer, I first picked up a camera to document my study abroad story and ran into Laura and Jake on a street in Tokyo. They hadn't gone public yet, and they were so sweet and in love. Laura was afraid Jake would get lost, so she had a blue balloon tied to his back. As a student back then, I was totally smitten by their innocent, beautiful love. To protect their relationship, Laura specifically asked me not to post the video. I wasn't going to say anything, but seeing how much hate you're all throwing at Laura and Jake, I just couldn't stay silent. Below is the video I shot 7 years ago. Jake really loves Laura. He was even wiping sweat off her face in the middle of summer. You can judge for yourselves. After posting the video, Sky tagged Laura in the comments. 7 years are up. Did your wish come true? She also tagged me separately. Jake, I wish you happiness too. I lingered on the trending page, feeling like I was suddenly back in the heat of my youth. That was when Laura and I first started dating. We went to Tokyo for our first trip together, afraid of being recognized by fans back home. Memories of when we were in love flashed before my eyes. It felt like discovering a gift that had been lost for a very long time. In the 7 years Laura and I were together, aside from our official announcement, we had very little public interaction. Fans who wanted to see how we were in private could only get glimpses through paparazzi photos. Sky's video got over 1 million likes in just an hour. The top comments were all, "So sweet. This is the first real meal for us Jake and Laura shippers." If this had been posted earlier, imagine how many people would have been rooting for them. OMG, it's true love. Damn, hit with the sugar bomb first thing in the morning. Does anyone understand the impact of seeing the Jake and Laura dating vlog 7 years late? Holy crap, the vlogger dropped a nuke this morning. I'm watching it again. When my assistant, Ben, rushed over, I was sitting on a bench, completely devastated. He saw my pale face and asked with concern what was wrong. I handed him my phone. It was the official email notification from the adoption agency. After reading it, Ben shook his head helplessly. Eligibility revoked. We worked so hard for this, we were so close. What a shame. Laura used to always tell me she hoped we could have 2 kids together. That way, whenever we traveled abroad, we'd have 2 more people with us, making it livelier. Unfortunately, we were both celebrities, and we never found the right opportunity to make her dream of having a family come true. I collapsed onto the cold bench, clutching that cold notification email, tears streaming down my face. I'm sorry, Daddy couldn't bring you home. These images were just so painful. Expired sweetness is like arsenic, laced with a deadly poison. Goodbye, Laura. A media outlet photographed me near the adoption agency, looking haggard, and broke the story. The internet immediately erupted. No way. Are they actually getting married? They probably got married on the down low and are now adopting a child. The couple is as sweet as ever. Fueled by the heat of the expired candy video, fans were shipping us harder than ever. I ignored all the online chatter and threw myself into filming. After a scene wrapped, I saw Laura's Maserati parked outside the hotel. Laura came up to me, her eyes red, as if she'd been deeply hurt. Jake, were you trying to dump me all along? You deliberately caused this scene to sabotage our adoption, didn't you? Are you having some shady affair with that Chloe girl? I let out a cold laugh, shaking off Laura's hand. My eyes filled with undisguised contempt. What right do you have to ask me that? You know perfectly well who betrayed this relationship first. I wasn't going to hide it from Laura. She made her bed, and now she had to lie in it. A child? What right do you have to talk about a child? You don't even deserve to be a mother. While you were off playing happy couples in Thailand, I was the one jumping through hoops, trying to pass the final review with the social worker. And with one careless act, you destroyed a child's chance to have a home. I took 2 steps back, my eyes filled with endless disappointment. Laura, you're the one who single-handedly destroyed our chance to have a family. Laura froze, looking at her own hands, a storm of emotions crossing her face. How could this happen? Our eligibility was revoked? Because of me? I was just afraid you'd hurt Ethan again. I didn't mean to push you. Laura came forward to hug me, her body trembling uncontrollably. Please forgive me. Okay? We'll try again. We'll get another chance. You said you wanted to get married, right? Let's get married. We'll go get the license tomorrow. Okay. It was utterly ridiculous. I forcefully pushed Laura away. You don't deserve it anymore. For the first time ever, I saw tears on Laura's face. She took out her phone and showed me Sky's video. It already had 2 million likes. Did you see? The student we met on our trip to Tokyo. She posted the video. Laura scrolled to the part where we were being interviewed together. In the video, I looked at her with pure adoration. I hope Laura loves me more and more. We were so good together back then. We even talked about getting married in 7 years. Have you forgotten all that? Laura took out a ring box and proposed to me. Jake, it hasn't been easy for us. We've been through so much. Can't let it go. I promise I'll only be good to you from now on. I won't cross any lines again. I admit I did some stupid things with Ethan when I was drunk, but I wasn't in my right mind. After I got with you, my world has only been you. Will you give me one more chance? Let me make it up to you. 1,000 drones rose into the sky, forming a message. Jake, will you marry Laura? Be her husband for eternity. Protect and love her. Without my knowledge, Laura had also invited my parents and my best friends. The proposal I had waited for so long, surrounded by my closest loved ones. It was the romantic scene I had always imagined, being proposed to by the one I loved. But it was too late. I stopped the fireworks that were about to launch and, in front of everyone, poured cold water on her. Laura, we started with a bang, and I want to end with dignity. I used to say I hoped you would love me more and more. But what did you do? When I was being attacked online, you didn't say a single word. You even pushed me aside for your friend. My voice broke. Even the child we were about to adopt. We lost them forever after you pushed me down that day and caused that huge scandal. And don't you forget, I also said that if you ever betrayed me, I would never speak to you again. My parents' faces were filled with shock when they heard about the child. Laura wanted our friends and family to plead my case, but they were all too stunned by what I had said. It's all too late, Laura. Before I came out to meet Laura, I had gone to the profile page of a user named Have Laura and Jake Broken Up Today. It was the first time I had ever looked at the Breakup Watch account. The latest post from Have Laura and Jake Broken Up Today read, Day 2812. Not yet. When we first went public, Laura and I had talked about accounts like this, and it made me sad. Laura, no one thinks our relationship will work. I'm so scared we won't make it to the end. What do we do? Laura comforted me, it's okay. I'll let time prove everything. But hearts can't withstand tests, and time can't withstand waiting. Using my official account, I went to the comments section and personally replied with 2 words. We did. Those 2 words on the Breakup Watch blog were my official announcement to the world. In an instant, both my and Laura's social media platforms imploded. After the breakup was official, Ben had our publicist strategically release the security footage of Ethan provoking me and Laura pushing me, which led to our adoption being revoked, along with other supporting evidence. Public opinion flipped once again. I can't believe this A-lister has 2 faces. Who was the one talking about deep love? Laura pushed our Jake for that guy. That's just too much. People like her don't belong in entertainment. The sheer quality of this drama. Who understands? The news of our breakup shot to the top of the trending lists. Just like 7 years ago, the internet lagged and crashed. Countless media outlets called for confirmation. My agent's phone was ringing off the hook, and friends from the industry were all asking what happened. For 7 years, the world only saw Laura's sacrifice. What they didn't know was that I also took a huge risk by going public with her. Laura's youth was precious. My 7 years were just as valuable. For a rising young actor to announce a relationship is a massive blow to their career. You can't be shipped with co-stars. I spent all these years working my ass off, trying to prove that as long as you have real talent and skill, being in a relationship doesn't have to affect your career. But it seemed like my luck had run out. I wasn't getting good scripts, and my career was stuck in limbo. It wasn't until my show with Chloe aired and fans started shipping us that I came back into the public eye. I finally started getting better scripts again. Then, an anonymous post from a friend in the industry went viral. You guys probably don't know this, but Jake was actually the first one to announce their relationship on his private social feed. He was just as brave as Laura. Attached was a screenshot of my post from back then. I have some good news to share with everyone. I'm in a relationship. My girlfriend, Laura, is now online. Please be kind to us in the future. The picture was a photo of Laura and me together on a snowy mountain abroad. The contrast between the old sweet memories being dug up and the current, explosive breakup was stark. Laura couldn't accept it. She sent me a message. "Jake, I'm so sorry. Is there really no chance for us?" Fans who were feasting on the old memories kept digging for the reason behind our breakup, until someone noticed Ethan. Laura mentioned him a while back, said he was a friend of hers. "Can someone do a deep dive? What's his deal? This fits. The Jake-Laura ship sank. He's definitely involved. Anyone in the study abroad circle knows Ethan. Isn't that my old classmate from overseas? He looks familiar. Everyone in the study abroad scene knows that guy sleeps with men and women. His private life is a mess." That comment immediately caught everyone's attention. What? This is insane. What kind of taste does Laura have, liking someone like that? Birds of a feather, I guess. Laura's popularity was already on the decline, and now her already fragile reputation was in freefall. I heard from mutual friends that when Laura found out how wild Ethan's life was abroad, and that he even had a kid, she had a huge blowout with him, and her family even cut ties with his. I've always been a magnet for hate, but after the breakup, my reputation did a complete 18. People started defending me. 7 years is 7 years, no matter whose it is. Jake was brave and open. He doesn't owe Laura anything. Later, I heard Laura started frequenting temples to pray and repent for the child we never got to have. People would often see her there, dressed very modestly, like a completely different person. She lost a lot of weight and looked gaunt and exhausted. She was a far cry from the vibrant, confident girl on stage. 3 months later, Laura announced her indefinite retirement from the entertainment industry and deleted all her social media accounts. The internet was shocked by her choice. Even being a has-been celebrity was better than quitting entirely. Laura's fans caused chaos on X, polluting the online environment until their main fan accounts were suspended and her official fan forum was shut down. Soon, it was hard to find any trace of her online. The last time I saw Laura, I went to find her myself. While I was moving, I found the expensive watch her mother had given me when we first met. "I forgot to return this to you. We're not on the same path." Laura's eyes were red. Her voice choked with emotion. "If time went back 7 years, would you still choose me?" I thought for a long time and shook my head. No, if I knew this was how we would end, I would rather we never started. From the moment I decided to love you, the countdown to our separation had already begun. After the breakup, my career began to flourish. I was nominated for several awards. When my agent, Ben, came to pick me up, he was holding a stack of papers. "Jake, everyone online is betting you'll win Best Actor at the Emmys this year. What do you think our chances are?" I smiled, looking at the sun peeking out from behind the clouds, and a sense of peace washed over me. The road ahead is long and bright, and the past is just water under the bridge.